Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Samantha and today I'm sharing two products that I recently shared with you in a beauty haul, and they are the Lottie London and Xthuyle collection. So this is a YouTuber. I have gone back and I realised in my first video that I was mispronouncing her name, so apologies. But yeah, this is the eyeshadow palette. It's the Lottie London and Xthuyle Living My Best Life eyeshadow palette, and it looks like this. So when you open it up, it has these beautiful shades. Let me put it the right way round. It doesn't have a mirror, but it does have these beautiful eyeshadows. So you're getting in here 2, 4, 6, 7, 14 shades. The top row is all shimmer. The bottom row is all matte. They do have the names underneath each shade. Obviously, I will be going through each shade. I will be swatching them. And of course, I have already tried it on this eye, so I will be reproducing it on the other side. When you look at the front, it's a little bit difficult to see because it is a clear lid, but it does have, so the collaboration details are there. So the name of the person, which of course is Xthuyle, and Living My Best Life underneath. Then you have a little bit of information underneath that. It says a 14-piece eyeshadow palette. You are getting 10 grams of product, or 0.35 ounces. Yeah, is it ounces? Yeah, I think it is, yeah. So that's what it says on the front, and then on the back you have the similar details, so the name of who it's in collaboration with, so Lottie London and Xthuyle. Then you have the ingredients, and then you have the fact that it's cruelty free as well. So it does state, yeah, 10 grams or 0.35 ounces. Just a little bit difficult to see on the front. Okay, so this retails for £8.95. I picked mine up from in-store at Superdrug, but you can also purchase it online at Superdrug too. I really wanted to go for this. Now, it wasn't that I knew who Xthuyle was, because I had seen her about on YouTube, but I hadn't actually watched any of her videos. So it was the fact that this palette actually drew me in from the bottom row particularly. So then of course when I came home, I then had a look at Xthuyle's videos, and I must say I was really impressed with the eye look that she came up with. So yeah, I mean, I do watch a lot of YouTube videos, but there are a lot of people out there, so yeah, I didn't actually know who Xthuyle was. So it was just the palette that drew me in, which I suppose is great, because the colours in here are just fantastic. I think the bottom row particularly, I mean, I love some of these shades up here. I mean, I'm not big on the blue or the greens in particular, but I do really like this beautiful matte row here. There are all of the shades that I really love, and you've got some neutrals, you've got some really dusky pinks, burgundy, dark browns, blacks. You've got it all in here. You do have a matte black, and you do have a cream matte shade as well. But of course, let's get into the swatches, and then we can do the try on and all of that interesting information. So let's try with let's start with the top row. So let me just roll my sleeve up. So we're going to start with, am I going to be able to read it? That's the thing. Ah, I know what this one is, because I watched the videos that Xthuyle did on introducing the palette, and also her eye look as well. So this one represents 1 million followers on her Instagram account. So this is called 1M, and let's have a look at this. Ooh, it's a beautiful gold. Ooh, love that. So that's 1M, absolutely beautiful. Then the next one is Cocolina. Ooh, I didn't even have to hardly, oh my goodness, I didn't even have to rub. I just pressed my finger into there. In fact, I hardly touched it, and that is what I got. So that's Cocolina. Then we move on to the next shade. It's called Gemini. Now this one is a duochrome. Obviously that's why it's been named Gemini. Really, really beautiful shade. So that's Gemini. Then we move on to the shade, is it Bish? And that is that beautiful burgundy. There we go. Then we move on to Shook, which is that beautiful like mint green shimmer shade. So remember, all of the top row, all of these are going to be shimmers to start with. So that one is Shook. Then we move on to, they're like jewel tones. So we've got Yolo, first of all, which is like an emerald green. Well, that didn't swatch very well. Let me just try that again. Oh, oh, that's better. For some reason it's separated a little bit. Now it's gone. Let me just wipe that off. Yep, that one. I think it would work beautifully on the eye. It's just that when I swatched it, it separated a bit going down the arm. And then the last one is called Rebel, and I can't read the rest because it's very metallic. ALYF. So let me just swatch that one. I might have to get a wipe in a moment. That's better. So the blue one swatched better, but that green, I don't know why, it just separated. I'm just going to bend down and actually pick up my wipes. I should have got those ready, but I had a lot of other things to think about. And if you've seen my recent videos, you'll know what I mean. Okay, so that's the shimmers. So I'll just show you those again. So we've got the gold, beautiful golden brown, that duochrome, pink and gold. Then we've got that beautiful burgundy, mint green, like a jewel emerald green, and a jeweled sapphire blue. So those are your shimmers. I might just take that green off and see if it will swatch better second time round. Perhaps I may have had something on my arm or something there, I don't know. But my arm is clean, I'm not sure. But I want to give it another go just to make sure. Yep, that's dry now. Yeah, it's gone on better. I don't know what it was. It could have been that I had something on my arm that it just didn't like. I'm not quite sure. But yeah, it swatched better round, second time round. Okay, so that's the top row. Let's go in with the mattes now. So the very first one is called Literally, and that is your matte neutral shade. Are you going to be able to see it in there? Yeah, you will. So it's that one there. Now that actually swatched very good. I don't think you're going to see it that well. It's very similar to my skin tone, but that actually swatched very, very well. Sometimes with these inexpensive palettes, what you get is you get like a bunch of product and then it just sticks in one place, but that didn't. That swatched absolutely beautifully. So this next shade is called Porky. I absolutely love this as a base. So that is Porky. Again, really, really nice swatch there for a matte. Sometimes mattes just don't work. Like I say, especially with these inexpensive palettes. So far, so good. The next one is called Chica. Now I know why she's called it this, but I want to pronounce it right. Chickatarian. That's right. So Chickatarian. Again, very, very nice swatch. I must admit that now I'm swatching these, it does feel like I'm swatching a more expensive palette. I know that there was an issue with that green, but I think there was like something on my arm, something like that. But these mattes are just amazing. Now we move on to Fambam, which I knew I was going to like. It's one of those browns, but it's got a rose undertone to it. Oh wow, again a beautiful swatch, stunning. Then we move on to Red Velvet. Oh, again, this was another shade that I bought the palette for. I really, really love all of these tones. So that one is Red Velvet. Then we move on to Hey Guys, which is something that Twee says a lot of, apparently, in her videos. So this one, yeah, Hey Guys, again, beautifully swatched. And again, it feels, the formula feels much more expensive than £8.99. And then the very, very last shade is that matte black, and it's called No Tea, No Shade. And there we go. There's the black. Again, swatched beautifully. Those are all of your mattes, love those, and then those are all of your shimmers. Okay, so that is how they swatched. What I'm going to do is deal with the eyeshadow palette first, and then we'll move on to the lip product, of course, which I haven't even shared with you as yet because I've gone straight into that palette because I was so excited about it, and I'm still excited about it. And to be honest, it takes a lot for me to get excited about an eyeshadow palette because, of course, I have reviewed and shared so many eyeshadows on my channel that it does take something a little bit special for me to get excited about it. Perhaps the difference is that I've gone for a palette because I like the shades rather than purchased it because I like the collaborator. Obviously there is a little bit of a difference. A lot of collaboration palettes that I purchase them because I want to support that brand. This is something totally different. I'm not really a big user of Lottie London, but after this I think I might be, because I'm very impressed with the particularly the matte shades, because matte shades are very difficult to pull off, especially with those inexpensive brands. Now I'm going to, if I can get my words out, I'm going to start with the 251 Eye Increase Contour Brush from Primark. This is an absolute must-have if you like a fluffy brush and, you know, perhaps you're on a budget. This is only a couple of pounds. There is, I believe, a set. Just amazing. Okay, so I went in with first the shade Porky, which is this one here. So just get a little bit of that on my brush. Okay. What I found, because of course I always do the first eye so that I know a little bit more about the formula, and also I know what kind of eye look that I want to do. And what I really thought with this shade is, obviously it's not a great colour payoff because it's very similar to my skin tone. It's like a shade or two more pigmented, but it really blended beautifully. Again, sometimes when you swatch eyeshadows and they swatch really, really well, they then don't really work on the eye. These, you know, the swatches, especially for the mattes, because I think, you know, we're always judging an eyeshadow palette with the mattes, really impressed with those swatches, but this really worked so well and applied so nicely, blended up nicely as well. So yeah, really impressed with that. I'm going to take that up as high as I can go, because of course I've got a lot of space there to fill. Okay, so that's the first shade, Porky, laid down. Whoops, let me just get all my brushes near me. Now what I'm doing is I'm swapping to this brush, which of course is my Primark eye contour brush, and I'm now going into the shade. It's called Fambam, which is right in the middle there. That beautiful neutral shade with that rosy undertone. So I'm now going to start in the crease and going right across, and then take it up a little bit for depth. Again, very, very nicely blending nicely into the other shade. Now, bearing in mind, I'm not even sure, have I ever used an eyeshadow from Lottie London? I'm really not sure. But absolutely loving this. I'm just going in with that first shade again, which was Porky, and just blending that out a little bit. And I'm also going to go underneath the eye with that shade. I didn't want to use the light shade because it's not got a great deal of colour payoff. I'm then going to go back into Porky just to blend that out a little bit, blend it down. Whoops, try not to poke myself in the eye. Like that, it just softens it slightly. I want the depth near the more closer to the actual lash line rather than too much depth coming down here, because I don't want to look any more tired than I do at the moment. Okay, so that is the first two shades laid down, and then I thought I need a little bit more. So I then picked up, and obviously you can do a one brush tutorial, but I didn't want to mix the shades up. I then went into Red Velvet, so this one here, absolutely a beautiful shade. And I also really like how the mattes, they all work, you know, together to give you that beautiful base, and then you can go into the shimmers and then create a beautiful lid shade. And that is what I really like again about this palette. I was very, very drawn to the mattes. They are just, you know, shades that I am drawn to. I love a little bit of neutral with a hint of rosy undertone, so that's why I really love this. I really like the fact that they've all blended in, it just beautiful quality. I'm just going on to the outer third, and this is going to be more of a base really to show me where to go rather than a lasting colour on the outer part of the lid there. Just deepening that up. I'm just going to check with the other eye to make sure. I need to go a little bit higher this side, which I always do. So let's bring that up a little bit. And we need to go out a little bit here. And also I'm going to apply the same shade, so Red Velvet, as close as I can get it to the lash line. And this is why I love these brushes, because they are tapered. You can put a little bit on the tip of the brush to get to that lash like that. I'm going to deepen up this side a little bit. Love it, love it, loving it. Absolutely stunning. Oh my goodness, I really am in love with this palette. I could just go on and on and on adding these shades. Oh, that's better. I think it was a little bit too light the other side. Okay, I think I might be leaving it there, perhaps not. Just blend. Like that. Okay, so that's the mattes laid down. Now for the shimmers, and what I did was I went in with Bish, this one here, anyways, the red one right in the middle there, so that one there. I think it's a saying of hers. Okay, so I'm just going over that outer part there and working my way in, just I would say about 2/3 in. And what I will say is that these, it's called, they've got a shade in here called Red Velvet, but these shimmers are like velvet. They are much more like a high well, a much more expensive palette anyway, and I just really loved how it applied. You didn't need to dig your finger in or swirl it around. A little goes a long way, and it just glides onto the eye. No chunks, no, and again, sometimes with these less expensive palettes, you find that you have chunks of the shimmer shades, and then it falls onto the cheek. It sort of separates, doesn't it, when you try and apply it? Not with this. I mean, this really does feel and apply like a much more expensive palette, much more, and bearing in mind that I have tested out a lot of expensive palettes as well. So now I'm going into a Gemini, which is that duochrome pink there. So what I'm going to do is go as far as I can in, and then I'm just going to blend the two together with my finger. So we've got the pink going into that beautiful burgundy, like that. Oh, I am just in love. Just going back into the burgundy shade, and again just blend the two together. It is seamless. Doesn't happen very often. Oh, it is just a seamless. You can see the depth there, but at another angle it's just amazing. I absolutely love this palette. Okay, so that's the shimmer applied. Oh goodness me, I just love it so much. Okay, that's the lid shimmers. Now what I want to do is I went in with this shade, which was the 1M shade here, that one there. I'm then going in with another one from the set, so that fluffy one, the 251 Iron Crease brush from Primark. This is another one from that one, and it's the 250. So you get 3 in that collection, 250, 251, and I think 252, if I'm not mistaken. And it's very pointy, works beautifully to get right into that little area that I can't get to with my finger unless I put it all over my bottom lash line as well. So I'm going in with the shade 1M, and again just blending that in and then going all the way around, whoops, the lash there. A little bit of loose pigment there dropped off the brush. I am digging in because I really want you to see the shimmer. Okay, so that's the shimmer. I know that this side does not see a lot of light. It comes from that way. This side is always okay, and I always have to pile it on a little bit more on that side so that you can see that. So that's the inner corner highlight. Oh, love it so much. I haven't tried a lot of new brands recently, and I'm really looking forward to trying more newer, inexpensive brands. There's quite a few that have come out with absolutely beautiful palettes, especially recently. So this is one of them. I have got another brand to share with you very soon. It's a whole new brand to me. I've never tried anything from it. I think it's only about a year to 18 months old, and that will be coming very soon. So that is the eye look complete. I'm now going in with my eyeliner, which of course is the Revolution HD Smoky Waterproof Liner. So just apply a little bit of that. Okay, so that's the liner applied. Then of course I'm going in with the mascara. Just take a little bit of that off, as always. Still loving this mascara. And then of course just going to apply that now. Love that. Okay. Now I have just actually realised that I've missed a step, and I'm just going to go in with the Revolution, and it is called the Pigment Pomade in Jet Black. So it looks like that, and I'm using the brush called the Pro 160 from Revolution Pro, that one there. So just getting a little bit of that. Probably get mascara all over the brush, but that's fine. I'll probably have to put some more mascara on. Actually, that's worked not too bad for leaving that until the last. So again, I'm just going over that again with a little bit. I really want the wand more than the mascara, just to separate my lashes again. They do tend to want to stick together, which is why I love this brush so much. So just combing through, there we go. That's fixed that issue. Love it. Okay, now we've got another brand new product, and of course it is the other product from Xthuyle collection with Lottie London, and it is the Glitter Switch liquid lipstick. Now I'm really intrigued to try this one. Again, I've never tried a liquid lipstick. I did see them advertised because I'm sure that this is a brand new product actually to the brand, and I did see the advertisement for it on YouTube, so I'm really impressed that Xthuyle has actually yeah, added this to her collection. I also really love the shade. So let's talk about the packaging first of all. So it is a clear tube with gold writing, so it does say Xthuyle's name on there, along with the fact that it's a glitter switch. And what else does it state? Now I had a trouble finding the shade. Now it does say Lottie London as well at the top. On the back it does give you the shade, and it's here. And this shade is Spill the Tea, again in gold. So Spill the Tea. Let me just show you that there. Okay. Does it say how much you're getting? Could be that there's a sticker over it, so I'm not sure. I think it's probably underneath that sticker. Yeah, I can't see anything else, and I don't think I'm going to be able to get that sticker off without. It's one of those sticky stickers. So yeah, but it looks like that, it's that size. So that is unfortunately all I'm going to be able to tell you about that. You do get a gold lid. Perhaps if I see it on the Superdrug website, I'll add the amount down below for you. So let's undo this and have a look. Okay, so that's the doe foot. It's angled. It's not quite a doe foot, it's more flat. And I really do like those kind of applicators. So it has got the velvet feel to it, but it's just not an actual doe foot. And I do like this because you've got that angle. It's going to work lovely. It's nice and thin as well, so you're going to be able to go around the edges. So let's swatch this and have a look. Now I remember I absolutely loved the colour of it. Oh wow, look at that. I swatched this on my arm, walked all around one late night shopping in Norwich, and thought I need to come back next week and get it. I should have got it at the time that I saw it. So let's try this. It's a beautiful shade actually, and it's going to work really well with all of those shades in that eyeshadow palette. So let me just get a little bit more. Okay, here we go. That has applied beautifully. Oh my goodness. my applicator again. Does it smell of melon? Nearly put it on my nose. I think it may smell of lemon. Anyway, that's the colour. I absolutely love it. Now I'm not putting my lips together because of course this is a glitter switch. So what we need to do now is just wait for it to dry completely, and then what you need to do is put your lips together. So what do you think to that colour? In fact, while I'm doing that, I'm still not 100% that I've gone high enough. That's better. My eyes are so tired at the moment, although I must admit things are getting back to normal here. But of course, if you are a regular viewer, I will save that until next week. Of course, I'm just chatting to wait for this to dry. Yeah, that's definitely a little bit better. Because I'm tired, my eyes look a little bit more hooded, and to actually stop that, I go a little bit higher with the deep colour. So of course, if you haven't got hooded eyes, you don't need to do that. I can already see it looks like a duochrome on my lip. Obviously, I've been talking, I've not put my lips together. And I remember from Xthuyle's video that she did state that this colour, because it was the lightest from the collection, there are 3 liquid lipsticks to collect. There's this one, of course, it's the nudist colour. Then there is a reddy pink, and then there is a true red, and she did mention that the 2 brighter or deepest shades actually work a little bit better. But I can definitely see glitter already, and all I'm doing is talking. So it's dry now, so I'm going to put my lips together and see what happens. Oh wow. Oh wow. Wow. I was expecting not to have too much glitter show up because of course of what Xthuyle had said in her video. But that is amazing. I can see it in the camera. I can definitely see it in my mirror. That is absolutely gorgeous. It certainly gives another dimension, doesn't it, to highlighting your lips. That is amazing. I've never used one of these kind of products before. I am so impressed. Beautiful. That is just gorgeous. Of course, I would love to hear your thoughts. So, have you picked up any of these products? So whether it's the Lottie London and Xthuyle Living My Best Life eyeshadow palette for £8.99. Oh, I love it. Absolutely love it. I love the formula. I love the formula particularly of the mattes, because there's not many companies that are very affordable and can get the mattes right. So I think they've done a tremendous job with those especially. They swatched beautifully, they applied beautifully, they blended beautifully. Love, love, love those, and I really do love the colour range as well. I mean, it is just stunning. I think so many palettes these days try and, you know, give us shades that are not workable on a daily basis, so they go all out to give us shades that are very bright. I mean, if you love bright eyeshadows, that is fantastic, but for me the mattes need to be a little bit more neutral, and then of course you can then apply these again beautiful shimmers onto the lid and either create a daytime appropriate lid shade, which I have done, or of course you can go a little bit more and out of your comfort zone, or if you love colour, you've got those there as well. So I think that Xthuyle has done an amazing job. I am loving this eyeshadow palette. It's definitely going to go in my drawer where I put all of my day-to-day makeup, so I can use that again. The Lottie London and Twee Glitter Switch liquid lipstick. Now I think this is £4.95 or £5.95 if I didn't mention that. It's about that price point, but of course all of the links will be down below if you want to check that out. Also, when I picked this up, these were on a 3 for 2 within the Superdrug store as well, so of course do again check that out. So this is the, and I've already forgotten the name of the shade because I'm blown away by that glitter on my lip. It's called Spill the Tea. So if you love nude but you want a beautiful highlight that's more glittery, perhaps for the party season, or like me, you just love a little bit of glamour, you might want to check this range out. I am in love with this. I love the colour, but I could see that the glitter was coming out even when I was speaking to you, so I knew that it was going to be good. And in Twee's video, she said that this was the less, you know, sparkly or glittery out of the three. So goodness knows what the other two shades look like if this is the less glittery. But yeah, I'm so impressed by this collaboration. There is another product that I got for free, but I think I will incorporate that in perhaps a, you know, general eye look video for you. But today I wanted to dedicate this to Lottie London and the Twee collection. So yeah, I'd love your thoughts. What are you thinking about this eyeshadow look, the eyeshadow collaboration? What are you thinking about this fabulous lip colour and the glitter? Oh my goodness, I am absolutely in love. You can tell it's been a couple of days not glamming myself up, and I'm just loving this look. So keep those comments coming in. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And of course, if you have just stumbled across my channel and you love, well, I was going to say affordable makeup, but then again, I also offer high-end occasionally, but most of the time it is affordable. So I suppose, yeah, if you do like affordable makeup, do subscribe to my channel. Of course, I do offer other things. I have just purchased my beautiful puppy, Theo, who is asleep on the floor next to me. He has been, again, so good. I am so thrilled. This is the first makeup video that I have shared with you with him in the room. I was expecting him to go absolutely crazy. Initially, he was licking my toes, and I thought, I'm not going to be able to concentrate. But then he heard the sound of Mummy's voice and he went to sleep. So he's such a good little boy. And of course, weekly pup dates will be coming each Wednesday. So that was my first makeup tutorial, or I should say the second one of this week, and it's Thursday. So yeah, so do please subscribe if you would like to see more of everything I've discussed in this video. But as always, until tomorrow, thank you so much for watching. Thank you. Bye.